15th of December 91. His place of birth probably gives it away, so I'm going to go with his transfer fee first. 13.7 million. He was born in Mostokovi in Russia. We got the wrong one.
He's born 91.
81, I said.
Oh, 81. Oh, okay.
I thought you said 91.
Oh, sorry, I
said
said 91.
That's why I was worried. 81. Right. Go on,
Okay.
81.
81.
Russia. Well, the only one I can think of will be Pavlyuchenko.
What a legend.
I thought he was just a quality player. I remember he scored some really important goals as well. That one, like you said, probably one of the best videos today, for sure. I'm pretty sure... Well, we signed him for 13.7 million, and at the time, it was actually quite a lot of money that we actually wanted for him. So, but then he really... I think I read somewhere that... I think Man United were after him or something, or scouting him or something like that. But no, yeah, like I said, I just fan favourite, loved him. Probably maybe not in the top 10 players that we've had, but for me, I love him.
One that was underappreciated, I think. You know,
Definitely.
especially, I think he gets more appreciated every time we sign a bad striker. He's like, he was such a. I think he wasn't. He come in after Berbatov, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he because it's him and Fraser Campbell, if I'm right.
But he wasn't as good as Berbatov. But I think he had such high boots to fill, it was almost impossible for him to come in and be Berbatov. But for what he did do, I loved him still.
Yeah, I agree.
He always had, he's always had his sleeves like this, he always held his sleeves.
Yeah,
like that.
he had the little thumb thing, didn't he?
But yeah, he has a bit of a swagger about him. Gaz, what's your thoughts on Pavlyuchenko? Fan of him?
Yeah. Again, another player. I'll tell you what. On his day, he was one of the best finishers. Some of the goals he scored was sublime. You know, he could hit volleys. He could hit them from tight angles. But yeah, he used to really rifle him. Another goal that comes to mind as well was the one against Bolton away. I think we lost 4-2 on the day.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
I think it was close to a comeback, and I remember. Ball come to him, he just rifled it into the top corner there. Absolutely brilliant finish. Another one that come to mind as well was Young Boys in the away leg.
That was a finish.
From the angle, from
his goals were just sublime. Absolutely brilliant. But I think in terms of being the striker that Harry Kane is now, the sort of complete forward who can bring the ball forward, he was just really poor at it. I think he was just the typical classic striker who could only score and not so much dribble as per se. But I think as an old-fashioned centre forward, number 9 goes, he was class, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's definitely someone we could do with now as well.
Yeah. I agree. Very good.
I think he's. I'm not sure if he's still playing or not. I think
he plays in the third tier of Russia. I think I read.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
He never, apart from England, he actually never left Russia. I don't think.
No, he went straight. I think he went back to Lokomotiv Moscow as soon as he left Tottenham.
Yeah, Lokomotiv Moscow, and then from there he never left.
Stayed in Russia.
Yeah, he just never left. Yeah, stayed in Russia and never went to Spain or Italy. I think he could have had potential to probably go to Spain, Italy, even Germany, maybe France. But I think Russia was just always on his mind.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he was one of them players that was right in between Champions League quality and UEFA Cup quality. He was right in the middle, wasn't he? I think he was just probably a bit above him, the Champions League level. But UEFA Cup, he seemed to smash it. I remember the free kick he scored as well.
I was going to say, against Rubin Kazan.
That was unreal.
That was at White Hart Lane, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That was a quality free kick.
But I think around that era was the Harry Redknapp era. It must have been quite recent, around the Arsenal 4-4 game. But
yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, because commentator said what a week it was for Tottenham. Yeah. And I remember that Liverpool were actually unbeaten, and we basically broke the duck and gave them their first defeat of the season.
Yeah,
and I remember that. Yeah, I remember that because it was like Redknapp was in charge for a week. We had Pavlyuchenko scored on Redknapp's first game. It was against Bolton.
Yeah,
and then we had the 4-4 game against Arsenal, and then that Saturday we had Liverpool, and yeah, I remember we did play well in that game against Liverpool. You could say it was a bit undeserved, but I think at that time he was in the right place, right time, and won the game. Yeah, I remember it was a great feel. I watched that video years ago, and it was just gave me goosebumps just watching it. It was just a great moment. It would have been great to be there. I bet I weren't actually at that game.
No, me either.
No,
No, I
the
was
old
quite
man
young,
went.
I think.
I remember my old man went. He went on his own.
Good game to go to.
I remember Satanta Sports though.
Yeah, I was going to say. I thought it was
that's
that.
going back some bloody Satanta Sports.
Yeah.
God, blimey.
And then the other one was it Premier League Plus?
We had
I think that
ESPN, yeah, something
With,
plus and ESPN.
No, I remember it. It used to be Prem Plus. Yeah,
That was where Mendes scored, didn't it, on the halfway line?
yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was Prem Plus. But it's a proper throwbacks there. Right,
Yeah.
next one. He's a top player. This one, I'm looking forward to talking about this player.
So
Number
he was
6.
born on the 16th of July, 1987, and he was born in Antwerp, Belgium, and we signed him for a fee of £15 million.
Gonna go for Moussa Dembele.
Correct.
He's good at this, guys. He's good at this.
Yeah, I know, he's very good.
What a player.
Unreal player.
Talk to me, Moussa Dembele. What you
Well,
gotta say?
the way I've seen someone dribble a ball and contain a ball and move it on is probably the best I've seen at Tottenham, personally. I don't think I've seen anyone better the way he's done it. I think he just made it look so easy as well. I remember one performance that stood out for me was United at home at Wembley, where Paul Pogba was pretty on a good run and Dembele just absolutely killed him.
I think he got subbed off.
Yeah.
Pogba got subbed off.
Then they took Pogba off. And also at Turin when we played Juventus away.
Yeah.
Unreal performance. Yeah, I think he was just consistent as well. I know injuries didn't help him at all. But if he had a proper end product, then he probably would have been one of the best midfielders in the world for a long while.
I think that's what Poch said. He just got him at the wrong time in his career. He got him as soon as his legs... What was the problem? Was it his hip? I can't actually remember.
I think it was his hip or something like that.
But
I know it kept happening. It was recurring, the same injury over and over again.
Gaz, what's your thoughts on Dembele, mate?
Yeah, again, another brilliant player. And like you said as well, I think he, like Poch said, I think he, it's a shame he weren't younger. You know, but he was sublime. He was an absolute midfield maestro. The way he dribbled the ball, the way he carried the ball, and it was just so hard getting the ball off him. You know, and this is how we want Ndombele to be at Spurs. You know, we want him to sort of replicate that Dembele vibe at Spurs. But yeah, I mean, Moussa was class, chipped in with some goals as well. So absolutely loved Moussa. I think probably one of the better midfielders we've had. But he just had everything. He had strength, skill, and just the way he dribbled the ball as well was just unreal. So it's a shame we can't find another player like Dembele, because I think we could do with him right now. A younger Dembele, especially.
That's what's so frustrating, isn't it? Because I watch a lot of football, but the closest I have seen to Moussa Dembele is Tanguy Ndombele, which is
that's what I was about to say. In terms of the way someone holds onto a ball,
And I watch a lot of international football. I watch a lot of Premier League, Champions League. I've not seen anyone close to Dembele apart from Ndombele, which is so frustrating being a Spurs fan.
Exactly.
But it just doesn't look like we're going to get it out of him right now. One moment that comes to memory for me was I'm not sure if one of you two went to the game or not. Was Leon away when he scored?
Yeah, I went to that one. Leon away when he scored in the last minute. Yeah.
I thought you would have called that memory out by now, because I didn't.
Yeah, I actually know that completely.
Yeah,
because that's when I remember he scored right at the end. I think we were 1-0 down, and we drew, but obviously the away goal took us through.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure something like that.
We was 1-0 down, and we was on the verge of going out, and then Dembele popped up with a late goal, and sent us through to the next round.
And then did we? Is that when we lost to PSV? Next round?
No, the next round we lost to Basel.
Or was it Inter? Didn't we beat Inter first? Or was that a different season?
Is that Champions League?
No, when we beat
I
Inter
remember
in the Europa League.
We
went 3-0 up, didn't we, the home leg? And then we went 3-0, and then Adebayor scored in the last minute in the San Siro, something like that.
I do remember that.
My memory a bit.
Yeah. I think that was right. Or was it? Yeah, it was Inter.
Yeah, it went extra time, didn't it?
Yeah, and we scored. It was a bundle in the goal, and Adebayor scored it.
Proper.
Oh, blimey! Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you had
I
Inter.
only remembered that the other day, and I thought back to it, and that's a game that completely evaded my memory.
Because I think we played. Did we now play Inter again, and then we ended up with Fiorentina and lost.
Oh, maybe that was it then. Maybe it was that
I went
year.
to
I'm not too
Fiorentina
sure.
game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went to that. Who did they have? They always had that one player. I can't tell you.
Slipped my
Who it was.
mind.
Who's that? Fiorentina.
Yeah, I can't remember at that time. who
Mario
it was.
Gomez at
Was
the
it
time, didn't
was
they?
it Salah again?
There's Salah and Mario Gomez, yeah.
Salah, Mario, and I think Marco Marin played for them as well.
Yeah, they had a decent little team.
But I can't remember if he played for them that time around. But yeah, I think Salah scored. He always scored against us. Yeah, he scored for Basel that time.
Yeah.
And he was a good player. I said we should sign him. But I think I don't know if it was that year or the year after he went to Chelsea and he was just a flop.
Yeah.
And then that's when he went to Fiorentina.
That's it.
For a couple of years, then went to Roma, went to Liverpool. But yeah, I believe Salah did score that game. I remember Mario Gomez was playing for Fiorentina as well, actually.
I
Like
love
you mentioned
Gomez,
there.
Yeah. He's quality. Yeah. But yeah, I think with Moussa Dembele, I think I almost grew up with Moussa Dembele. I love going over the lane, watching the UEFA Cup nights. I remember going PSV Eindhoven at home, and we lost 1-0. I think Jefferson Farfan scored. But there's something I just loved about
Thursday nights, yeah.
Yeah, I just love going over Spurs on a Thursday night.
It was Thursday nights, Channel 5.
Yeah, was it Pat Nevin? And
that's it.
who's the Colin Murray?
Man.
Colin Murray.
Yeah, that was Colin Murray. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Colin Murray.
Yeah, I used to love it. Absolutely loved it.
And I don't think Jonathan Pearce was actually the commentator for then.
Yeah, and we used to have the chocolate kit as well sometimes.
Yeah,
with Berbatov and Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane reminds me of that kit. Yeah,
absolutely loved it.
And one player that comes to mind for that kit for some reason was Didier Zakura.
Yeah,
you loved him. I loved him as well.
Good player. Good player. Yeah,
yeah.
All right. Moving on to number 5 then.
The next 5 now are probably the closest that I had to. You know what I mean? That I had to choose from. But I just chose
top 5. This couldn't they?
Yeah, Yeah. So he was born on the 14th of February, 1992, and he was born in Middelfart in Denmark. 11 million transfer fee.
Eriksen.
Spot on.
Christian Eriksen. So I'll talk to us about Eriksen.
What a player! Technically on the ball, I think like one of the best. End product wise, could score, could assist. He ran around. I know towards the end of his career at Tottenham, he wasn't deemed a hero or anything, but I loved him. I really did. And there's so many goals that are in my memory because of him. Swansea away, Hull away. He's got the goal against United that he scored in, I think, 7 seconds or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
He scored another one at the Bridge, actually, like that. I think it's in one of the... I know I think we lost 2-1.
I think I remember that. I was like, such a shame because it was such a great goal.
Free kick at Juventus away that you reminded me of. Obviously, Real Madrid at home. He scored a few good ones.
But Real Madrid, of course, and Brighton at home at the new stadium.
That was a
last
very
minute
good finish.
Big win that. Gary, what's your thoughts on Eriksen? Would he get in your top 10 after the way he left, or would he not get in your top 10 anyway?
No, I think he would. I think he was. I think for Eriksen, he was like a Luka Modric replacement. I think with Eriksen though, he's a bit more direct. He was someone who used to loft the ball into the box and score plenty of goals as well. One of the goals you talk about, his first ever goal for Spurs, it come in the Europa League, I believe,
Europa
and it was
League,
a free kick. Yeah, I can't remember who it was against, but that was a really good goal as well. He scored so many goals, I can't remember them off the top of my head. But
I was just the. Sorry, go on.
I was at the game where he scored Swansea away. It was a last minute winner, 2-1. He was there. He was always there in the key moments, and he was great all round player. I think at times we do miss him, definitely. I think Eriksen was a great player for Spurs. He'd done what he'd done, and like I say, we definitely miss him. I feel like we still haven't quite replaced him yet. Anyway,
I'm going to ask you both a difficult question.
Yep.
Who would you rather have back in the squad now, Dembele or Eriksen?
I think.
Were they both in their prime, so as good as they was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Moussa Dembele for me.
Yeah, I think Moussa Dembele. I think just with Dembele, he just added more strength.
I feel like what he'd offered, you can't get anywhere else.
I don't think we lost too many games with Dembele in the squad, in the team.
No,
You know.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was a hard decision between them two. They're both on their day, unreal. But for what Moussa Dembele offered, I don't think no one else in world football can do at the moment.
I know we're talking about Eriksen, but we'll go back to Dembele for a second. But did you read Kieran Trippier's comments about Dembele?
Yeah,
Certainly he was one of the best players he played with, didn't he?
He said if we didn't sell him that January and kept him for Madrid, we would have won it. It's hard to argue. I mean,
I think that's a pretty valid point there.
Because the gap between Dembele and Winks and Sissoko is a big gap, even though they were playing quite well. But they were, I mean, no one had a touch on Dembele.
No, not even close.
It makes you wonder what a couple million would have done, because I don't think we even invested that money that we got from Dembele that January anyway.
Probably not.
But
no, I would have happily let him go on a free if he wanted to go.
Oh yeah, I feel if Levy said to him play the Champions League final, I don't understand why that didn't happen personally.
And you look at where Dembele went to. He went to China.
I was going to say, did he go to China? Was it China?
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, he went to China. I know he's. I'll tell you what, his contract runs out at the end of this year, so he's only got about 3-4 months left, and he becomes a free agent. So I think if the offer comes up to say, do you want to come back, play for 6 months till the end of the season, I think we should take it.
100%. 100%.
I'd agree. Yeah, still better than Winks now. Better than a few players in the midfield.
So back to Eriksen then. Anything else to say about Chris? I mean,
I just had a memory. I just thought of something. He's 2 goals in the semi-final against Sheffield United. I completely forgot about. They were two very big goals.
I was in the Obelisk for that, Gaz. You remember the Obelisk?
Oh yeah, the Obelisk. Oh blimey, yeah.
The old Obelisk. But,
yeah, good old Obelisk.
I was with Lawrence's sister's partner, and he was Sheffield United. And he was giving it all when Shay Adams scored. And obviously, when Eriksen
Shay Adams scored that day.
Yeah. Going forward, then this number 10. How are we going to replace Eriksen? I mean, do you think Aouar is worth it, or do you think we need someone else? Does anyone actually stand out for you? I mean, there's always that Coutinho rumor.
I think Coutinho would be a good option, but if he could replace Eriksen, I think that's quite hard.
I think what Coutinho had over Eriksen, Coutinho could rifle him in top corners from 30, 40 yards. You know, his goals were sublime. I think Eriksen, he scored great goals and he scored a few from distance. He didn't score as many as Coutinho. And I think that's what Coutinho could have added at the time. I think the only better playmaker than Eriksen was probably David Silva.
Yeah, that's a good
shot.
chance.
The stats show it. Yeah, the stats definitely show it.
Yeah, David Silva for me was class. If David Silva was younger, I'd have taken him to replace someone like Eriksen. But I doubt he's going to come back to the Premier League. He's going to spend the rest of his career in Spain, I think.
What do you think about Eriksen? Do you think Eriksen will play football again?
I hope he does.
Yeah,
he does. I mean, it's sad what happened to him, really. I mean, we had a schoolmate who recently passed away of a cardiac arrest.
Well,
and it was same age as us.
Yeah. But they didn't have the defibrillators out there.
Yeah.
No.
It's scary when you think about it because these are top athletes as well.
Yeah. Same with this lad that we knew. He was fit as a fiddle when he played football. And it was just the same thing. It's just
very
sad.
Very sad.
All right, let's move on to number 4.
So these 4 are they could be in any order for anyone, I think. He was born on the 16th of July, 89. And this will give it away. He was born in Cardiff, Wales. And we signed him for 7 million with a thing to rise up to 10 million.
Gareth Bale.
Correct.
I could watch Gareth Bale YouTube clips all night long, honestly. Just what he could do with football is unreal. So, Ollie, why have you chose Gareth Bale at number 4?
Yeah, so like I said, these 4 was very hard. I think I can't remember how old I would have been when watching Bale in his first spell. Probably, maybe 14, 15. And I remember this was a time where, before this, Tottenham weren't the best. But I think when we had Bale at this point, and we really were kind of taking a thing to Champions League football, we were really pushing for it. And some of the goals that I saw Gareth Bale score, just it wasn't like Tottenham what we used to do. Do you know what I mean? It was just a different kind of breed of player that we
100%.
come for us, and he was just an absolute animal. Like some that just so many goals he scored. He scored the one at Arsenal, at White Hart Lane. He scored one at Swansea away. Obviously West Brom away. That goal as well. The hat trick at Milan. The list goes on. The list really does go on.
And of course, his second spell at the club as well.
And his second spell, he still showed he had it. Do you know what I mean? And I was quite upset that we kind of didn't. It was never announced that he was going to leave at the end of the season. It kind of just nothing was said. The second spell, and then now he's back at Madrid.
Gaz, what's your thoughts on Bale?
Yeah, again, Bale was a sublime player. He was probably one of our best players in recent years. And yeah, he was just one of them ones. You know, he could stride past defenders, and he'd be up from one end of the pitch to the other in like seconds. I think even Aaron Lennon said himself that he was the fastest player in the squad. So
Wow.
but yeah, he was. But yeah, you saying about Gareth Bale not being announced, like when his loan spell ended during the Euros, the Spurs Twitter page kept mentioning him.
Yeah.
You know, we had
Stopped,
Ben Davies, Joe Rodon, and Gareth Bale both being mentioned, and you think, and all three of them being mentioned, and you think to yourself, well, what is Bale still a Spurs player? Is he coming back next season? And then it just fizzled out.
I really thought he was going to come back as well. I'll be honest. I think he had such a good end to the season as well. He scored 2 on the last day against Leicester.
Yeah.
I thought, why? I didn't see a reason why he wouldn't come back, if I'm being honest.
It's crazy.
I was going to say he's got 12 months left on his current deal now, so it wouldn't surprise me if we approach him as a free agent.
Yeah, I say it's crazy, isn't it? Last season there was a chance for Son to leave because he didn't sign a new deal, Bale to go back to Madrid, and Kane to leave us. Our 3 superstars could have left us, and we didn't get to say bye to them because there was no fans in the ground.
Yeah.
You know? They would have just gone to see it like, that was it. We wouldn't have been able to give him a good send off.
I mean, even Sissoko got a good send off when he played for Watford last week.
Sissoko got a send off.
It is weird that Bale never got to play again at the new stadium in front of a full crowd. That's the only thing that's a bit.
I think
annoying.
with a full crowd and the full atmosphere, he might have considered staying because it just showed our love and passion for him, and we would have wanted him to stay. Because I think the players definitely take notice.
Of course, yeah, I think they do as well.
Notice. Yeah, I mean, the reception he gets in Madrid, it's nothing like ours. You know, we welcome him back with open arms.
Yeah.
Madrid, on the other hand, I don't think they're fond to him. I don't think they like him as such. I think they do generally want him gone. I think if Zidane was still there in charge, he might have considered it. But now that Ancelotti's gone back, I think this is the manager who signed him and gave him his big break in Madrid. So I think that's the reason why he's going to stay with Ancelotti.
There's not many superstars left in the world now, is there? I've got Ronaldo, Messi, and now Mbappe, Haaland. You know, I think they're trying to.
I think it's a new generation now, isn't it?
I mean, Hazard's done nothing to what Bale's done, has he?
No.
Right flop. But yeah, Gareth Bale, proper Spurs legend.